Are you familiar with a practice called muscle testing? This is a way in which you can tune into your body's innate wisdom or work with something like a pendulum here that helps you understand the deeper levels of your subconscious and the truth that is emerging and emitting from your being. If you're familiar with this practice, I'm so happy to know that. And if you're not, this conclave, that is a part of our Energy Conclave series, is all about learning how to work in the practice of muscle testing. I dive into what it is, how it is looked at from a kinesiology lens, how we can use it to benefit our lives, as well as reasons why you would not want to use muscle testing and how to prepare your system so that you can get accurate information, whether you're working with the sway technique, another technique using your hands, or with the pendulum or something else. This practice pairs very beautifully with psychedelic work and other energy practices and self-discovery practices because we are learning to, with it, be better attuned to our inner knowing, our gnosis. And here at the Sacred Synthesis, we are all about learning to be our own healers, trust our own selves, our soul's original blueprint, and the messaging that comes along with being in truth with ourselves and connection to something greater. If you are tuning into this recording on YouTube, I'd love to invite you into our free school community. It is a place where we talk all about sacraments. We engage in teachings, integration, as well as host a monthly virtual ceremony. And this is where you can learn about ways in which you as a sovereign being can work with our sacraments, silamethoxid and 5-MeO-DMT, in a way that is going to help you slough off these tensions, these stressors, these things that really get in the way of higher levels of connection with our divine nature and with our higher selves. So I'm going to let you all get into this recording now, and let me know how these practices work for you. Hey, and welcome to this brief teaching on muscle testing. Muscle testing is a way of listening to your body's subtle intelligence. It is a way to see what your nervous system is scanning for in your environment and what it is responding to before your conscious mind can even catch up to it. And this is a really powerful way to connect with embodied yeses, embodied nos, things that are in alignment for you in a multitude of ways. I have friends that use muscle testing for many of their choices, as far as like foods that they buy, products that they buy, places that they travel to, if they're going to answer their phone or not. And it's just a way to become, have an outward way of seeing what your inner intelligence is telling you. So before we get into that and do some examples, I think it's really important that you know that before you get into these muscle testing techniques, it's really important that you start to calm and settle down your nervous system and your body and your mind, and detach from the outcome, detach from what is going on, and allow for these micro responses to be accurate in real time. And at the end of this video, I'll share times that you don't want to muscle test. But if you're in a calm, relaxed state, you don't have a projected desired outcome, I just want you to breathe, taking some rounded breaths in and out of the nose. Inviting yourself to soften any charged energy to shoot out from the feet into the earth, into the floor. I'm going to do that now. Having it release out of your system so you can come into a neutral state. And you can see here my body's already swinging, coming into this neutral state. Okay. And from this lens of subtle awareness and science, it's important to know that muscle testing is often explained through the lens of applied kinesiology, which is about how the muscles respond to different stimuli. And what that means is that our involuntary muscles change like their strength based on the perception, stress, environmental challenges, or even our belief systems. Okay. And this is kind of the same mechanism that I think it's called the ideomotor effect, that is behind pendulums or dowsing rods or the subtle body sway, which I will teach you all momentarily. So in simple terms, what this means is your thoughts, your emotions, and perceptions create micro movements in the body, and muscle testing gives you a way to observe them in the physical form. Our goal is to use muscle testing when we need it, but there'll become a point in your consciousness that you'll just automatically know. Claircognizance, which is you just know what's yes. You'll know what is a hard no for you. So first you want to establish in any of these techniques, what is a yes and what is a no. So you'll come into that clarified, calm state, pushing the energy out from your feet, out, out, out. And we'll start with the pendulum here. There's a pendulum. And because my elbow is not stabilized here, you can see, just as it gets to calm, come into a neutral state. Bring my hand down so you can see I'm not doing anything. And I'll say, show me yes. You can see it starts to twist to the right. Show me no. Show me no. You can see it change directions. And then you want to begin asking questions. So our subtle motor shifts and the energetics coming from our awareness will move the device. So that is one way, working with your beloved pendulum. Thank you, Ganesh, and my tiger's eye. The next is the body sway. I'm not able to stand while I'm recording this video, but you just want to stand feet on the ground, arms like casually at your side, and again, come to that grounded state. And show me yes. For most of us, a yes can be like a really assertive fall forward, or it can be a gentle nudge forward. And the show me no, many times it's backwards, or your body might go right or left. It's all determined on your own field. So feel into that, play with that. Another way to test beyond show me yes, show me no is you can say, my name's Ricardo, right? And your body might tell you yes or no, depending on if that's your name or not. And this is the amazingness of your body's innate wisdom. And then lastly, the third technique is the finger test. So this is really fun. So you want to be like, show me yes. And in the traditional teachings, a yes here is your muscles, your fingers, the connection stays tight, even though I'm not even gripping hard. Like it's really gentle here. And then show me no, my hand pulls through. Show me no, just come through. Show me yes, show me no, right? So now that you have those essentials, you want to ensure that you are not muscle testing when you are at a time of activation. So you want to be in a state of discernment around when you're working with these tools so that you can get clear answers that are in authenticity, in alignment, and they're not just being motivated by whatever it is that's activating you in that state. So when you're in heightened stress, your nervous system is shifted, and that will skew some responses. When you want a specific answer is another great thing. So your expectations, your beliefs will influence those micro movements. If you are feeling physically depleted, then your neuromuscular strength and clarity can be a bit impacted. And then also, this is a really good one, if you are asking disempowering questions. So you want to refine your questions so that it's more in a state of clarity rather than outsourcing your authority. Right. And then you may consider not muscle testing when you're just bypassing deeper awareness. So you might be getting messages coming in that are really clear, really conscious, and you don't want them. Like, I don't like that. I have to break up with Joe, you know? And you want a tool that is going to support your intuition and not replace it, right? Or are you thinking like, oh, I know the truth here, but I'm just going to check with my device to make sure. Again, not a huge problem there, but if you do that for a while, just understand that what you're getting is confirmation of your beliefs, right? And you're not outsourcing your power. So just think of it as a way to bridge your conscious mind to your physical body and like your nervous system helping you out here. We are innately wise, and our whole
energy system, our energy vehicle is working to put us in a state of homeostasis, to accurately guide us. We just have to ensure that we're coming into a really nice like nervous system chill, right? If you need to do some deep breathing before you do it, calm, neutral mind, and then do your testing, you will be so amazed by what comes forward for you. So an example of some questions that you might want to ask is, instead of saying, what's a good way? Breakups are always so common. Should I leave Joe? Instead of asking that, or like, should I take this job? Should I go on this vacation? The higher question is not that, is like, is this aligned for me right now? Is it aligned for me? Is it for my best and highest path forward that I leave this relationship, that I take this new job, that I go on this vacation, or I don't spend this money? Like, what's in the highest and best alignment for me? That I buy these biscuits, right? Anything like that is going to support you in your journey and give you much clearer, beautiful results. So I hope this helps. If you lean into muscle testing or have other techniques, I would love to hear how they work for you and what it is that you do, and you can just write them in the general chat. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to this specialized teaching all about muscle testing. I hope that it proves beneficial to you, and I would love, 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 love for you all to join us in the school community and in our monthly ceremonies. Right now we're currently working with the Jaguar Light Wand, which is a profoundly somatic sacrament that allows us to have this awareness of our conscious waking state and our deeper subconscious realms, and connect to something much greater. Looking forward to seeing you all in ceremony. See ya.